we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aztecs offense will have the football first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right on the money. He's in the plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47. The Aztecs want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
It'll be third and long. It's complete on the right side. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Aztecs have this offense rolling.
Yeah, when you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's the coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to go for it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting first and 20. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with the...
Touchdown, San Diego State! Quick strike through the air for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense in hurry-up mode. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Stanford going back to work with another first down.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
Now on second down. Off play action. They're working that left side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Stanford quickly to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive with a pass. Back open in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The play action fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. First down for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Aztecs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. To the air on first down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Not exactly what you wanted on first down. It's second and goal from the 13. Wants to go up top. He's got him. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 4 over Minnesota. It's an...
Breaks into the open. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Cardinal. Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Aztecs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Using the quick game. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. The Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Aztecs are threatening in the red zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The Aztecs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He is good. Nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They weren't able to move them an inch on second down. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to his running back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aztecs.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll break up this drive from the 30-yard line. The give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Aztecs moving quickly to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Quickly to the tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Proctor. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Defense in press coverage. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble and throws. Catch in the middle. It's Pena. Touchdown, Stanford! A great catch and run for 6.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's out past the 35. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Aztecs will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Back to pass, it's Proctor. Throws for the tight end. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Gets it past the marker. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll run it on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's second and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the QB saw it right away. He knew it. As soon as he got that football, he got it in his hands. He loved this matchup, finding the big fella, getting the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to pass. It's Proctor. It's complete to the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Stanford wants to push the pace. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. The throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Offense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Proctor. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cardinal. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. That's a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Aztecs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the Heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
He slings it deep to the left. He's got it on the outside. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Aztecs are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Fights off the defender.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Give to the running back. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. He might want another play. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. We've reached a break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw, it's Proctor. That's caught. It's Raiola. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. And the Aztecs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll go to the fullback. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking, it's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking downfield, it's Proctor. Finds his man in the middle. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to throw it again. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Trailing late in the game, quarterbacks have to understand, I have to get rid of the football. I cannot take a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Deep into the fourth quarter of this game, down by 6, they'll have to go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Past the 50. The 30. Inside the... And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Aztecs. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And the diving catch down the right side. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a big one. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him slipping.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. The 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.